Hey everybody, what's up, my nerd necks and my homesteaders? How y'all doing? I don't see anybody in here just yet. I'm looking for somebody to show up. I just posted it or shared this. I shared a post. I can't talk. I made a post sharing the link to this live, so hopefully somebody shows up soon. Uh, been crazy. I felt kind of bad last week. I stayed out of work Wednesday. I just didn't feel like doing live Wednesday night. I want to cooking a little something for me and Gina and kick back and just relaxed. I mean, like this heat stuff's getting everybody. So I felt like I had a fever that morning, and then I just felt bad all day. I don't know what it was. And the next day, I felt all right. So I don't know. They say some kind of little thing's going around. That COVID's going back around again. You know, every time you turn around, something's back out there. Thought we finally got rid of COVID, but they keep making new strains of this stuff and keep popping up. So yeah, I kind of wish I would have been live last week, but like I said, it felt a little cruddy, felt a little bad. It is what it is. Like I said, I hope everybody else had a good week and ain't been sick or felt bad. I mean, I felt bad some this week, but just this daggum heat. I mean, every time you get a chance and you feel like you're starting to get, it's cooling off a little bit. We had that one little spell for like a week where it cooled down and it wasn't nearly as bad. Then it just came back full force. The temperature's not that high, but the humidity is like trying to rain every day. The moves, barbecue and outdoor adventures. Is that a new channel or have you upgraded your old channel? Because somebody might share that link so we can give it a follow. Or if you'd like to be a mod, I can take care of that too. It's up to you. But lost all train of thought. Guy so happy to see the moose. Oh, that's cool, the moose. I saw that. I think the short I saw the other day that you'd put out. It looked like it was snowing. And I'm like, man, I wish I was there. If it was in fact snowing, because it's hot down here. Like I said, it's always hot back here in this room. The sun's going down on over here, and it's just beaming right over here. So yeah, same old going on here, y'all. Cotton Candy Girl's Dream. Hey, how are you? Glad you made it in. That's a new channel for me, y'all. I've never seen that channel. Glad y'all made it, though. Thank you. Gets hot. Sound like computer started revving up. But yeah, I'm not exactly sure when this big Alaska cruise is supposed to take place. I've heard people talking about it. Jerry and Susan were talking about it last night. I'm not sure when. Is it this weekend they're leaving? I can't remember. But yeah, I mean, everybody's going to have a good time on that, headed up to Alaska. Hopefully, it's cooler up that way. It'd be nice to be out there on the ocean anyway. Probably that nice ocean breeze blowing. Just as long as there's no storms and stuff out there on y'all, I don't want that to happen. Yes, sir. Gotta do it phone. Let's see. All right, then moves. Next time you say anything, it should be in blue. There it is. That's cool. Do what you get. Do what you need to do, Moose. Kind of hoping we might have a few more in here by now, but it's looking kind of slow tonight. I guess everybody's found somebody else to watch last week or last. So I've only been able to go live every other week here lately. So I'm sick or so hot here or something comes up. Uh, hey, brother Joe, fix it for you. Glad you made it, brother. You ain't late. You're all right. But but yeah, I got to start getting back more steady every weekly, and getting back right. Hoping that when things cool off, that'll start happening more often. But yeah, made some headway on the tractor. Ordered another part for it. Cost more than I thought. I actually found on yesterday's tractor where you can actually get those replacement clips that just the wires pop in and it just goes right down where you can use that latch again to hold that oil bath on the bottom of that air filter housing. And I was like, okay, let's do that. And I ordered it this morning, and I haven't sent me confirmation or anything yet, but they want. I guess you have to order two, so it's $5 each. So that's already $10. And then I'm not sure where yesterday's tractor ships from, where they're out of, but they hit me with looks like $14.95 shipping. I don't know if they just if they're on the West Coast or what. All right, Christine, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Do what you need to do. I know you got to work. But yes, I mean, I got that ordered. I haven't got the confirmation back yet. They send you an email to let you know everything's going. They're going to ship it and all that. Hopefully, that'll be here soon. I bought I didn't know they sold it like that. They actually have this stuff. I just call it gasket makings. I don't know. It's a roll of an old cork gasket, like you can actually lay it out and cut out and make gaskets, like uh, valve cover gaskets and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, because I look. I don't think there's a gasket seal around that. And it's like a cork gasket, according to yesterday's tractor, that goes under around that oil bath to seal it when you snap it that bowl back on there and close it. So I'm gonna try to do that too. Hopefully seal that up. Hopefully it'll stop some of that popping from sucking so much air. And I still have a piece of hose left, so I got the hose going from the carburetor, and then it goes hooks on that pipe and goes up to the top of that air filter housing. And there's actually a piece of hose up there. So I got thinking maybe that's old, worn out, dry rotted. So that may be pulling air in too. So let's take that. I probably want to taking that off as well and replacing that. Try to make it one solid sealed unit again. Hopefully that makes a difference. But right now it's spitting and sputtering, but it's cutting grass, y'all. I hope Brother Joey is enjoying the grass videos. I got another one that come off the other camera after I had that mishap the other day. And like I said, the video ended just like it was frozen on the screen with the hood of the tractor part of the way in view, and that was it. But I actually wound up cutting a lot of that out down to about 8 minutes of mowing. That way you could see me mowing the length of it and watch the grass go away. So watch me hit stuff. Okay. But yeah, I'll probably try to just be on here to just 7 tonight. Gina's not going to be in here in the chat. She had a rough day at work today, all kind of stuff going on, and she got home, ate a little something, and now she's piled up in Mr. Recliner in there watching TV in the living room. So she's pretty much down for the count. So she was in there yawning. So But I made it in. I said I'm gonna get in there this week somehow. Hey, Tony Walsh, how you doing, bro? Glad you made it in. And Tony, I know you've seen my spitting and sputtering old tractor. I'm hoping you got yours running, and hopefully better than mine is. So, saw a little Gillum Farm video earlier where he's got his stuff back going again, hauling hay. So yeah, that was the first time in a while I've got to sit down and watch a Gillum Farm video Wednesday when it comes out before my live. So I got lucky. And yeah, I would have already been home and had time to watch that and more, but I had to run uptown. I had to get another quote for my truck, still dealing with the deal with the company that wrecked my truck, backing it out of their stall, running to one of the employees' vehicles and all that. Still dealing with that. They want another quote because they don't want to pay. My truck's only a '06, and they're not going by Blue Book value or anything like that. They're going by trade-in value now. It's trade-in value, and my truck in average condition, just kind of a lot of road mileage. Which mine, y'all probably seen the videos here and there. The clear coats come off the hood. It's already off the roof. It's that dark colored truck. Oh, Tony, you're still spitting and sputtering too. I hate that, man. It's just tractor chaos right now. But I lost all train of thought again. It's been a long day. It's hot, y'all. But I hope I remember what I was saying eventually and come back to it. But like I say, this anytime you get into dealing with tractors and stuff like that, it's something else. And it can cost you a lot of money very fast. Ginger, the truck. That's it. Thank you, Tony. Um, yeah, this company, because they go off trade-in value. They're wanting to offer me in the state my truck was in. The guy told me that his boss wanted him to offer $1,900 to me. I said, "No, dude, y'all gotta fix my truck." I said, "This ain't right, man." I said, "Yeah." I said, "I wasn't even in my truck. Y'all wrecked my truck." And he's like, "Well, I prefer err on the higher side of about $3,000 or a little more." And I said, "Dude, the last quote I get that y'all got to fix it was 4,900. So now he's wanting me to go somewhere else to get a quote, and I'm gonna have to try to do that. And then I went a week or two ago and talked to the guy at a different body shop to get another quote, and he forgot about me. So I had to go by today and remind him. So he's hoping to go get that tomorrow. But I've got a bad feeling I'm going to call my insurance to see what they're going to do, because these guys are going to fiddle around and try to do me wrong. So yeah, I've been trying to deal with that too. But yeah, that between that and the tractor and everything else, I usually stay kind of busy and trying to do a little cooking when I can. I've actually got a little hamburger meat in there. I've got to do something with it. I want to try to make some uh, Tex-Mex cornbread. I didn't talk to Mom and get the recipe. I need to try that, but I'm gonna try to do it like she did. I think all she did was take some hamburger meat, brown it up in the frying pan, drain it, and then put some taco seasoning in it, and let it do its thing and get all good and everything with that seasoning. And then she would take out, let it cool, and then she'd make the cornbread mix and put that in there. Put the hamburger meat in the cornbread mix, and then maybe sprinkle some cheese in there, and probably a little dash of maybe some more taco seasoning. I don't know. Probably just do it without it to start with, just try it one time and see how it works. But I mean, my sister actually made broccoli cornbread. They actually had steamed broccoli inside the cornbread, and it was like a broccoli casserole. It was so good. But yeah, I definitely got to get that going at some point. I don't want the hamburger meat spoiled on me. So let's see. Bought it Friday. It's Wednesday. Yeah, I got to do something about that. It's been in the fridge for like 5 days. Something's got to happen very soon. But I said the tractor is going. It's running. I tried to rig up some more clamps. I actually went yesterday after I bought the gasket stuff, and I tried to find a little C clamp. I couldn't find a real small one, but I found one that was about that. The C part's about that tall, and I tried to tighten it up on there, and it kept slipping off. I hold that oil bath on the bottom of the air filter, and then I actually tried just a little squeeze clamp, like a little blue plastic Irwin squeeze clamp that you clamp wood together with to hold it and let the glue dry or something. So I tried that, and it popped on there, and it's okay. I said, okay, that held. And then I wiggled the bowl, and it just popped right off. So I said, well, that ain't gonna work. So then I started really looking, and I found that clip. So excuse me. Hopefully that'll be coming soon, and I can get that fixed and all that sealed up, and hopefully start doing better with the tractor. Just wish this rain would calm down a little bit because it's getting so hot after it rains in the afternoons. And I just can't bring myself to get on that tractor and out in the open sunshine. I need to get a darn canopy to go over there over my head. It really ain't gonna matter too much longer. Hopefully, it'll be cooling off in September if we're lucky. But yeah, my goal is to at least hopefully by this weekend. I'm gonna try to come in tomorrow and mow and get as much as humanly possible done. And hopefully sometime this weekend get through mowing and the mower comes off. And then I'm gonna try to get that little bucket that goes on the back to scoop dirt with, and try to go to my nephew, see what kind of dirt's down there, and see if I can get some dirt put in his driveway. Then we're going on with the box blade. Because I thought I made that short a little while back. I went up there and both excavators were up there at the pond where he's digging it out, and there was no pile of dirt. They've hauled the dirt out of there so far. There's still more digging to do. But he told them before, he's supposed to tell them before they haul any dirt out of there, bring 2 loads here. I need some for the driveway. I need some for the, the electric fence gap. So, yeah, got to get something going. Because that sits so low, you actually have to have that wires hang down and swoop down, or else the little calves will walk out up under it. I like to build that back up and get it more level. Especially before winter, because we're gonna get probably even more rain during the winter time. And hopefully, if I can keep little blue running out there, then I can keep the driveway up and keep it fixed. When the dirt tries to wash out, I can pull it back up in there. Looks like my chat has slowed down. I went to sleep on me, didn't you? But yeah, I mean, it's just like I said, it's rough in this summer heat. Having to try to work 8 hours, then come home and try to do stuff and deal with all this mess. So, like I said, I'm hoping that that it's gonna cool down soon. I can get out and do more, get some fishing videos. I've been dying to do some fishing, but it's so hot back there, you can't hardly stand it right now. Especially since my big oak tree, I think I struck by lightning, it died back there and fell over. Oh, cool. Yeah, the moon. That's what I said earlier. I thought I saw there was some snow coming down there. I don't know if that's an old video you posted or what, but it was snow. It got me jealous, bro. But yeah, I mean, I said this whole heat stress around here is no joke. There's just so much humidity in the air, and it just sits there all stagnant. And there's not much wind or anything. It's just you feel like you can't breathe sometimes out in this heat. And I'll say I'm trying to run. I think earlier today I saw it was like 89, felt like 98, and I'm actually running the central unit, which is doing better than it has been. I'm also running, I think it's a 13,000 BTU little stand up unit and Gina's streaming room in there. And I'm running a 5,000 BTU window unit in the dining room right there off the living room, and it's still barely keeping it cool. It's keeping it about 77. And the big central unit runs all day long. So it's piping hot back here, y'all. I got my little fan going, but it's still warm. Which don't help with that 3,000 Kelvin light that Virginia's got. Whatever it is, whatever. It's like super bright up there. But it helps to be able to see me. But then I got this little selfie light here rigged up facing toward me too. That light, I don't know if it puts off much heat, but it's a light. There's a little bit of heat coming off it, so it's going to warm it up too. Along with the computer running and all that. So, but I did see something I'm thinking about investing in. Yeah, Ginger, seemed like yesterday wasn't quite as bad, but then today it just crunk up, and then it rained about 1 o'clock, and then the sun come out behind it. Oh man, it felt like it got 20 degrees hotter outside. Just that rain evaporating, that humidity put right back in the air, and it's just oh. After I finished up town talking to that guy about the quote for the truck, I ran by Wendy's and got us a burger and come on home. So Gina actually took off early today because she didn't get lunch. Yeah, exactly how I feel right there. It needs to go. Saw Ginger had a nice little video out the other day making some basil tea, the pink colored tea. Yeah, I can't remember exactly what it was, but it looked pretty nice. I don't know if it can beat up good old fashioned South Georgia sweet tea, but it looked pretty good. I saw it was basil tea. Yeah, I mean it looked cool. I mean, to be pink like that. I mean, all that stuff I would have never dreamed you could make tea out of it. But I mean, I ain't scared. I'd give it a shot. I feel so bad. I hadn't planted anything. I was actually supposed to be in the growing groceries deal, uh, uh, Skittles and Sparkles. I guess is what everybody calls her. Jennifer Homestead actually sent me seeds and stuff. I had all kinds of stuff. I mean, like turnips and squash and all kind of stuff I was supposed to do and just didn't get to it. And you know, things have been tough with the surgery and all that. And have the dang money to go buy the potting soil because I feel like I live on the side of a mountain down here. It's hard South Georgia clay. You about got to use a stick of dynamite or two to blast a hole just to put a flower in. Kevin Lyman, sup, Uncle? Hey, what's up, Kevin Lyman? How you doing? Glad to see you. Young Farm, hey. Oh, imagine, Johnny. I said I just got to watch your video earlier. First time I've got to see one of your videos in a while before my live, and I saw where y'all was loading up. Hey, I saw some pretty rough looking brown spots out there where y'all cut that hay. I could tell that heat's taking a toll there too. That grass was, like I said, there was beautiful patches of green out there, but then you see some little brown patches. I'm like, yeah, that's where that sun's been beating it up. I'm glad you got your trailer fixed back up. Oh man, Johnny, I bet it is. And DeMoose bragging about the 63 there. You send some of that down this way, brother. But yeah, man, it rains and the sun comes out after that and heats up, and then excuse me, it might pop up and rain later on in the night, and then the next morning when the sun comes out, it's right back on again. It's just humidity's just killing us, which is probably just, I'm complaining, I know, but I'm sure it's the same for everybody out here, except for DeMoose is having the wonderful 63-degree weather right now. And I'm just kidding, DeMoose. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be. I'm sure you deserve it up there, man. Supposed to get in the 70s here next week. Oh, that'd be nice. There'll be some cold fronts finally coming through. I think we've had like one cold front to come through all summer to kind of push the humidity back out of here. I think it was like last week or week before, where it was actually 80s and felt about 80 something out there. It was close to what the temperature felt like, and because it pushed the humidity out. But man, we just haven't had that this week at all. And then once that front would come through, you'd have 3 or 4 or 5 days or a week you didn't get any rain, so you could get things done or whatever. Now it's just this heat setting on us, and it's just popping up. Storms every day. It's just pouring down. Uh-oh. Russia trying to take the Philippines. Uh-oh. That's kind of wild. Wouldn't put much past them anyway. Oh, yeah. I bet the pond is down, Johnny. Yeah, I remember there been some summers it was so hot and dry that we actually had a lot of ponds turn over. And all the oxygen, that's what it means. Just the oxygen comes out of the water, and that's it. And next thing you know, all your fish are gone. Happened to my grandma and grandpa's old pond. Daddy said he went over and looked at it because the farm had already been sold, and they were putting a trailer park in. And Daddy went down and looked at it, and I knew there was some big bass in there. But he said they were like old pond birds, egrets, and all that, eating bass like this. Had to be 10, 12 pounds laying around the bank. It's just, I hate to see that much, those big bass go to waste like that. I'm on the drones. I'm done next month. Don't care anymore. I have 30 minutes of calm. Oh, okay. Hey, Des, how you doing? Glad to see you. My voice is breaking up again. I hope I ain't getting sick again. But yeah, I got to get to the point where I can actually get and watch more people's videos. But it's just, I say I found myself, if I do come in and rest a few minutes, I'm sitting there thinking about that tractor. Let me go look at this. You know, let me go tinker with that. Let me try to mow a little bit. I said, I'm hoping if I can get those clips in for that oil bath bowl down there on the bottom of that air filter, air filter canister, and I can get that gasket cut just right where to fold around that lid or fold around the rim of that bowl and pop it up into place. I'm hoping that's going to set it up and stop a lot of that spitting and sputtering and popping. It's just, even with it closed, it's still sucking air because I think the gasket's been gone for I don't know how long. I think when I got it, it had rusted around that bowl and it was in there. I had to sit there and work it, wiggle it to get it to pop off in the first place, just to check it out. And that's part of the problem. Yeah, that's pretty rough, Kevin. Mm, ain't good, man. Mm. But yeah, like I said, I'm hoping things going. Oh, team, I wanted to buy something I looked at 6 months ago. Yeah, I'm hoping I can get that done, get that straightened out on that dang tractor. Deer on the hill and turkey on the other. Dang, that's cool, Ginger. Deer and turkeys. I hadn't seen any turkeys around here much. I saw two over the hill from us when I was coming home from work one day, and that was it. I didn't really see any during season. We used to see them behind the house here. I think since we cut all the timber and then the storm come through and blew down a lot of the other stuff, not a lot of places to roost. So I guess they kind of moved around. I don't know. But I did see that little short Ginger put out about the big cow horn spike. The little, oh shoot, I imagine, Johnny. They got some good deer over there. Yeah. Our island of Molokai is overrun with deer. We need some visiting hunters. That'd be cool. Yeah, that little cow horn spike, like he had something about that dang long. I ain't never seen him that long, I don't think. How they start forking and branching off. Captain Cook didn't drop off enough lead off. Oh, lead oil. Dang. That's what's so crazy, I guess, because last winter it was so windy and stuff and rainy and all that, and then so I didn't get to be out much at night, burn the fire or burn the fire pit or anything like that. Be outside on the weekends, so I didn't get to catch the guy that leases the land to hunt off of. I'm gonna try my best to catch him this year. I'll tell him, see old doe back there. Go ahead and lay her down for me and tell me where she's at. Have her processed. Seriously, look at Molokai deer in Hawaii. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, they went way above his ears. Ginger, they're pretty big. But I need to check those out. One deer that really shocked me, it surprised me, it's real. I never seen one in person, of course. I've seen it in pictures and on wildlife shows. Like BBC America, that Planet Earth show that comes on. They're called Chinese water deer and actually have fangs like a darn vampire. You see them sticking out of their mouth like that when they're just standing there looking at you. It's weird. Things look spooky. And Gina loves watching some of these paranormal shows, and I'll watch them with her. And there was another weird animal I saw on there that, I mean, it's spooky. And Ginger, if you're still in here, you know what I'm talking about. Not an animal, not necessarily. It's called a maned wolf. I think they're down in South America. I might be wrong. I probably am. Um, People thought they were werewolves because they have long, skinny legs and a slim body. And Ginger, because of the Harry Potter, I think she knows what I'm talking about. It looks like uh, I can't think of his name, but he turned into a werewolf in Harry Potter. That first change of the werewolf, he looks like a maned wolf with the long legs and arms sticking out. I don't know my Mosin Nagant. Not sure about that one. 9mm semi rifle. That sounds pretty cool. I actually saw a video one time. It's pretty cool. Uh, Guy had a 9mm, like 9mm, like what they used to call the Uzis. Kind of long. You had to hold it like this and shoot it. But dude, they put an extended barrel on it. That's what he used it for. Extended barrel, flip up stock on it, and a cool little red dot sight on it. And he threw up and smoked the pig at like 80, 90 yards. I mean, it was over. I thought it was pretty dang cool. I'm like, I wouldn't mind having one of those. You'd have a good time shooting that. It may have been close to 100. I mean, yeah. But you think about a 9mm bullet traveling level like that for that far. You got to have a long barrel to keep that spin tight. Only pigs on my island yet. Man, I'd be out there with a smoker. I'd be harvesting pigs and making me some bacon. Some good smoked sausage. Yeah, Ruger's usually a little bit better. But I mean, High Point ain't nothing to sneeze at. I mean, they make some pretty good firearms. They really do. That they used to make some real kind of El cheapos back in like the 80s, early 90s. But they're come up. They come up. They're doing pretty well now. Mosin is 7.62 by 50. Yeah, that's pretty tight. There you go. Smokehouse almost done. Yeah, they that's something what might happen. I mean, on the old farm place right down the road we lived at a few years ago, it was still there until the guy moved in that's living there now. He took that down and cleared everything off and built a trailer and dug a pond out back and everything. But it used to be an old big white lap board house that we used to live in when I was a kid. We rented the farm for Daddy to farm, and we got to stay in the house because it was part of the deal. So we stayed there for, I don't know, I was like 13, I think, before we ever moved out of there. They've been there before. I've been panel. But yeah, I mean, there was like a little small smokehouse. It's probably like maybe 6 by maybe 8 or 10 long. And they still have the beams across the top where you, of course, you're going to have beams across there, but you see where they had the chains hung up to hang stuff with in there, or the ropes. But Daddy always used it for the planter plates and stuff like that. Hang those up. He'd have a big piece of electric fence wire, and you'd have like a whole bunch of planter plates that went down at the bottom of the planters to turn to feed the seed out. So many at a time. And he'd take it, he'd unwire it, he'd have it tied around that nail up there. He'd unwire it, get his plates off, and then take it and tie it back up the other end. But the walls were like real dark, and you could smell the smoke in there a lot of time when you go in years later. We never used it, but I think it'd be pretty cool to have them. I've seen a few on cooking shows. They have like a propane burner in the floor. Like it's a pipe coming up with a little shroud over it, and they'll stack wood up around it and cut it on, let it burn, and just hang their meat up in the roof, let it roll. Or well, they'll use that to get the fire started, and then they'll just go on from there and keep the heat in there. I did see something pretty cool too. It's been several years ago, watching hunting shows all the time, and Savage was trying to get into the more or less the hunting rifle market, so they made kind of a, or well, they were already in the hunting rifle market, but they wanted to get in the slug gun market. And Savage actually made a bolt action 20 gauge and 12 gauge, I think, for slugs. It looked like a dang deer rifle. Longer barrel and all that stuff on it. You can put a scope on there. 20 gauge is popping deer with slugs at 120 yards. I thought it was pretty cool. Uncle, cousin, grandpa, brother. Hey, Kevin, I don't know if you're talking to me or not there, but I appreciate it if you are. But yeah, that Savage. I don't even know if they make them anymore like that. They made them for. It's like in the early 2000s they were making them. Maybe mid. It don't seem like it's been no more than about 8 or 10 years ago. Probably in the middle 2000s. But I'm saying middle 2000s. But it's been in 2000s for 25 years. So yeah. But but yeah, they were making them pretty sharp looking guns. They have a nickel plated barrel and chamber and action and all, and they had the good looking gray synthetic stock on them. I mean, they're pretty good looking guns. And, you know, a 12 gauge slug can do a lot of damage, but a 20 gauge slug will do pretty good, I'm sure. Tried to shoot a 12 gauge shotgun pump with a slug one time. Guy wanted me to shoot it. Appreciate it, Kevin. But I was going to try to shoot that one, and the dang thing kicked so hard because that short barrel and all on it is made like for real tight, conditions, I guess. That guy just put a little short slug barrel on it, the scope, and caught a slug gun. I threw up, boom! When I shot, when I fired, it came up, and I automatically kicked it back and ejected the shell and was holding it like that. I'm like, I didn't mean to do that. That cat thing kicked back that hard on me. It was rough. And I said, y'all take this thing and shoot it. I don't want to shoot this thing. I just look back. The moose talking about the jackalope. That's pretty funny. Hey, anytime. Oh, I imagine. I was driving you nuts. I can imagine that. It's I don't know if it's from other stuff or not, but I mean it's heat, stuff blooming, allergies. It's rough on everybody right now. Oh Lord. Yeah, I blew my nose earlier to get all that warehouse dirt out of it. When I got home and that, it's starting to start back up again, bothering me. So yeah. Oh yeah, my eyes drive me crazy. I mean, it just feels like they're dry and constantly mattering in the corners and just run me crazy. I start using that Flonase again. I think I haven't used it in a while, but I think things are coming back on me. Cataract, yeah, I see the cataract now. Yeah, I missed that earlier. Well, I automatically thought it said contact. Well, yeah, cataract's pretty rough too. I don't have them that I know of. Last time I went to the eye doctor, they didn't see any, I don't reckon, but it's probably coming soon. Daddy had a problem with them, everything. Yeah. I thank you, Kevin. I appreciate it. Yeah, I had a dad myself, but I ain't had him since 2011. So itching and burning, yeah. Yeah, I mean, my mind gets so bad at work. I've got to go whenever I wash my hands at the sink out there before I go on break and stuff. I'll get me some paper towels and dry my hands off, and I'll take that and rub over my forehead, my eyes, my nose, and everything to try to get some of the dust and dirt off of me that's come out of that warehouse. So we got about 10 minutes, guys. I'm gonna try to get out of this hot box in a few. So, but yeah, so far tractor's coming along pretty good. I've got to get a wrap for that steering wheel. Every time I get off there, my hands are solid black. That material just degrades, and it just that sunshine and all. I got to get me a shelter or something, or tarp it up or something. And as far as the prices on yesterday's tractor, I sure don't want to order a new steering wheel for that thing. Whew. I said, I went to order one clip for that oil bath bowl, and they went sending two. And this after I've done paid, put my debit card information all in there. It pops up and says, I got a bill for two. It's $10 something. They're $5 and something each. And they charged me $14.95 shipping. I was like, where are y'all at? So, I mean, that's crazy. Because two little metal ring things that they've been bent around to clip on and hold that bowl on. It's crazy. But I was going to buy a whole new air filter housing and stuff. And that was going to be $134. I said, let me try to see if I can find a way to get around that. Appreciate that, Kevin. Thank you. Yeah. And like I said, down here earlier, I got an extra piece of hose. I bought like a foot long piece of hose. I only needed that much for the carburetor to the pipe. And there's another little section where the pipe comes up and goes hooks on to the air filter itself up top. There's another little short piece of hose. So yeah. Somebody out on the side yard. I don't know what it is. Might be my nephew. I ain't telling. Oh shoot, that's UPS. UPS is bringing my new wallet. But this poor thing has seen better days. My spare key is poking out of it. You see her out there. Okay, and anytime I'm just okay. But yeah, that the oil bath bowl on the bottom of the air filter keeps popping off, and there's one of those clips are missing. So I'm trying to get that order replaced from yesterday's tractor. So, and I got to put a seal around it too. So yeah. Yeah, I got one of those. I finally decided it was only like $15, something like that. But with shipping or with tax or whatever from Amazon, it was like $18. But it's like if it folds and you got your ID, you put your ID and stuff inside, but you got enough thing for stuff for your credit cards. You got a little thing you press, the cards pop out. And it's got a clip for your money. It's thinner, it's lighter. And it's, like I said, the RFID, so they can't scan you. I scanned that one time. I think we went down to Florida with Gina's uncle and her aunt to get her uncle's eye surgery done. I think somebody scammed me in a store or something. And next thing I know, we come back. I'm back for a couple of weeks. And somebody's using my debit card in Jacksonville, I think at the Wawa gas station, whatever the heck a Wawa is. Never been to one. But yeah, using my card down there, and they used it 4 times, and they finally got me for $99. And the bank called, and I got home. I called the bank as soon as I got home, and they were like, "Yeah, there's charges on your card." I said, "Dude, I've been at work in Fitzgerald all day. You can call my work and verify that. I ain't been in Florida." So yeah. Oh no, I ain't been. Anytime I ain't been no circles in there for a long time. That's been years ago, and they said, "Well, come on down to the bank and talk to us tomorrow." So I came down and talked to them, and they said, look, you just sign this. We don't think you was down there, so you just sign this paper, and we'll put your money back in your bank account, and we're gonna go after them. Oh yeah, let's do it. So they went after them folks. I never heard anything back either. I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm kind of pop person. If you ask me for something, I'll try to help you out, give you something, if I got it to give. But don't steal from me. Don't do me like that too much. I'm the kind of guy that put some, make a special batch of X-Lax brownies and leave them there at work and dare you. Might even find some little spicy pepper sliding there too. Well, I didn't grow any this year, and I hate that. Every time I wondered that too. It's because I use my card at the convenience store all the time, and somebody else mentioned that, but I don't think that a certain convenience store would do that because I'm a regular customer. They might love me there, but I mean, you can't ever tell. People are going to act that way. That's cool, Kevin. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Yeah, hopefully this RFID will help out. So that don't happen again, I hope. But the bank I use, the darn cards don't last long. So you put it in there for a card reader, then they say, "Oh, can you please swipe?" And you got to pull it out and swipe it then because it don't read it. Yeah, it's a Discover. If you know what the Discover bank card is, you probably know what my bank is. If you're in the South. But yeah, I mean, it's just I've been meaning to do that. I ordered that. So and like I said, when I made 24 or 20 something dollars, I had to pay just for those two clips. They won't but one, but they sent two. I guess they come together as a set. Be nice to have an extra, but they always say mine's got the chip, but my chip don't want to work part of the time, so they make me swipe it. But everywhere else, my chip works except for this one store. So yeah, I think that dang UPS truck's got a dual exhaust on or something. I think it sounded loud just now. I was out there. He's running late. Usually he's here about 5 something, but it's almost 7 o'clock before he got here, or my time. Yep. Well, it's showing 7 on the computer right now. So I just want to get just over 7 to make sure they'll try to give me my hours, or excuse me, my watch time hours. So hopefully I get that. So I'm going to get out, go see how Gina's doing now. She's piled up. She had a rough day at work. She ate. She's about to go to sleep. So I'm going to step out there and grab my wallet and start playing with it, see what it's like. So, oh, have a great night. I don't know if Michelle B. Valid going live or not. I hadn't heard from her in a while. She might be. I don't know yet. Hey, Brother Dale, how you doing? Glad you made it in at the last second. No, I'm just playing, brother. I know you probably work late and all that stuff right now. Hey, thank you, Tammy. It don't matter either way. I just want to get watch hours from wherever I can get them right now. I got to build some up. I sure will, Nanny Tam. I appreciate it. Yeah. I'm trying. I actually got over 400 subscribers now, like 404. So I'm getting somewhere. 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 404. So I'm getting som And Lord have mercy, I realized I didn't even post a darn link in the chat for somebody to come up. I don't know why I didn't. I wish I would have said something. That's right. I saw that on Facebook earlier. I told her there, but I'll say it again. Happy birthday, Nana. Or Nanner. All jokes aside, Lee, happy birthday, Lisa. We love you. I think I shall go cool off right now. But it's mighty warm back here. I'm about ready to shut this computer down, shut this all down, cut my little fan off, and go where the ACs are blowing in there. So, that being said, thank y'all so much for coming in tonight. I really appreciate it. It's been a great night. Let me talk about some good stuff here. Hope we got some good stuff coming soon for y'all. So, yep, that's right. Happy birthday now. Remember the light. Okay. So I'm finna bail out of here and go in there, kick back. I'll be ready to get something to eat and go to bed myself because it's been hot. It takes everything out of you nowadays. So y'all have a great night, great rest of your week. Oh, hey now, I know you sneaking in. We love you too. But, but yeah, y'all have a great night, great rest of your week. We'll see y'all hopefully next week. Hopefully I'll be back. Won't be sick or something come up. Hopefully I'll be back here next week, 6 o'clock Eastern time. And I'll see y'all then. I'll see y'all have a great rest of your night, great rest of your week. I'll stop repeating myself. Y'all have a good one. I love y'all.